we didn't lose another match for 13 years. And then all of a sudden numbers start rising, and then all of a sudden it seems important, but it was never about the streak. It was other people keeping count. Where the streak really became magical was the night of the Gustav Dieter match, because that match was over. We had lost. It was improbable and impossible that that freshman from Sweden was going to beat arguably the greatest player in college history. And he won that match, and that kept the streak alive at 131. And then we just keep working, and the next thing you know, we're at 252. And it became way too weighty, way too important. And it was the white elephant in the room that no matter how you didn't talk about it, it was always there.
My brother is Gustav Dieter. His freshman year, he played a match against Princeton. He was playing #1 for the first time for the team, and it was 4-all in matches, and he was playing the deciding match against the best intercollegiate player of all times from Egypt, Yasser El Halabi. He was down 2-love and 8-6, I believe, playing to 9. Somehow he managed to come back and win 3-2. It was an unbelievable match. I think it's definitely the best comeback ever in college squash. Me losing against Yale in the deciding match is obviously tough for me. After the match, she kind of just told me, like, there's 9 players playing, 5 of us lost. They were better than us that time. It's not really one player's fault, so there's not much to do about it. That's what he told me, and I don't know if it makes me feel better. It was obviously tough to lose.
But I think what we gained from last year is that we felt the hurt, and I think thinking back on that during this coming season is going to help a lot of guys personally, and I know for the guys who were involved in the national finals, if we are in that same position and the word Princeton comes up, the emotion will change straight away, and I know that for a fact.
I want all of you to remember what it felt like to be at Princeton last year. Every day. For those of you that played, I want you to remember what it felt like to walk across that court and shake that man's hand. And for those of you that were in the gallery, I want you to remember what it felt like to watch your teammates go down. We are going to work hard to make sure that never happens again. So if tomorrow you wake up and you can't find a motivation of why you should work a little bit harder today, remember to look in that Princeton's man's eyes. On graduation at Princeton, I called Bob Callahan, congratulate him. And I said, you're sitting there congratulating your seniors before they go off into the world, aren't you? He said, you bet I am. And they said, enjoy that day. I'm so excited. You give me meaning, you give me purpose. Now let's get the job done.
3, 2, 1. 1, let's go. 2, 1. Boys, have fun.
Yeah.
Go.
You know, as much as we're probably not supposed to think about it or use that as what's fueling us, I think it's kind of put some fire in our bellies to come back and prove to everyone that we can do it, and that our program and the legacy that the people who came before us have built is not finished, and we're willing to work hard to continue it.
Fuck, this is early, man.
60-minute runs.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck.
This is just 30 minutes. Imagine 60 minutes. At 7 a.m.
Oh man, it is cold outside. Is this the first time you experienced this cold weather?
What's up, guys?
What's up, boys?
These guys smile, man.
He's always going to smile on his face.
iPod ready. What?
She got the
Now we're in, I guess it's week 4 of preseason. We have another month or so until November 1st, which is the beginning of the season. So we'll be doing a lot of stamina work, some core stuff right now, and then once the season comes around, it'll get into some more agility stuff and squash-specific drilling.
It's different. It's much different. You know, it feels. Probably because I'm a senior, you know, I'm just speaking for myself here, but I feel that it's pretty laid back. But although it's laid back and there's not that tension about the streak, about this, that. We have a goal, which are the nationals, right? But we're still training hard, you know. So I think that's all due to the results of last year and everything, that people want to change a little bit, change things about their games. Change things about their attitudes.
Never know.
Well, challenge match is sort of the holy grail of our sport. It's a chance for players to compete against each other to determine the lineup, or at least to determine their position in the lineup preliminarily. It's also, because they put so much emphasis on that, it's the best way for them to get match tough. You know, if you have two guys going and play a match and there's nothing riding on it, they're not going to feel the same level of intensity as they do now. So challenge matches are a critical piece of our program. Also, we've been training hard, they're fit, but they haven't had to deal with the maintaining their emotions in the fire, and now they're in the thick of it. And we need match play. We need to become comfortable in states of discomfort, and nothing is more uncomfortable than challenge matches.
It's obviously tough to play our teammates. We all spend most of the time together. Pretty much every day we all see each other and hang out, so it's tough to play each other. But when you walk on that court, it's important that you put all that aside, friendship, everything, and you focus on the match. You make sure that you play your best squash that you possibly can. The people sitting outside the court, though, it's an awkward situation for them, because even if someone hits a good shot, you don't really want to piss any of your friends off on court, so you're not gonna cheer too loudly, even if it's a great shot. It's a little bit awkward, but the people on court, they're definitely doing everything they can to win their match. But when they walk off that court, they're best friends again.
I would say challenge matches are a lot of pressure. Not really because of where you want to be on the ladder, but mostly, or for me, when I was a player, I felt a lot of pressure because I was playing my teammates. So I was playing my best friend.
Well, I never thought I would get to the final, like in this tournament, but maybe that's why I'm also in the final, because I never had any pressure on me. All the other guys had all the pressure because, like, I'm a freshman. I don't have any pressure to win.
As a junior, he was one of the best players in the world, so he has a lot of experience. So I don't really see him as a freshman. Usually when I think of a freshman, they don't have too much experience, but if there's something this guy has, it's experience. You can't really underestimate him, and he has great hands, a lot of good shots. He's really fit. He's one of the fittest players on the team, so it's going to be a tough match for me, because my biggest weapon is that I'm fit and I'm persistent, I can go for a long time, but he can go for a long time and he's fit and he has a lot of weapons.
Well, as soon as I got here, my goal was to be top 5, because there's so many good players. But I think I had a good draw, and I think I played well. So I didn't expect to win the tournament at all.
Am I surprised that Wonka did so well? Not at all. I mean, the kid's a world-class junior player, but he's a junior player, so now he's going to go in there against the big boys, and we'll see how he does. You know, he's up against it, but he's a great junior player. We're happy with our depth. We need to get a lot of production out of the top of our lineup because we think the bottom of our lineup is going to be very, very strong. So we feel good about it. You know, we find out this weekend what we really have and what we need to work on. But you can see the group is enthusiastic, as they should be. There's no shortage of that, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Play every single match like it's nationals. There should be no errors. You should work for every single point. You should win every single point, not lose a point. All right? Let's work. Let's work.
Yeah.
Let's play fucking starts now. Starts now. Let's go.
You know, I feel like we're where we're supposed to be. I think we need to just stay the course. It's just a matter of how now the boys deal with the emotion of big matches. Tonight, of all the matches, on one level should be the easiest because we're home. Now, after tonight, we go to Rochester, to Cornell, to Harvard, to Princeton. Those are 4 brutal matches on the road. So we need to take care of business tonight if we can. I don't know if we can. I don't know what to expect of tonight.
It's going to be a special match. For one, it's going to be very hard to not think about last year. The match last year, they won the match. We lost the streak. So for a bunch of the guys on this team, that's going to be in the back of our heads for sure. But I don't think that's a bad thing. We all, since that day, we all wanted that match back again. We desperately want to yell back. It was a very emotional match. The whole year we trained for that day. That was, you know, it was an enormous build-up. It was a lot of emotion went through the past year, and that was our first big match. You know, our first chance to redeem ourselves. So it was a huge day. You know, there was a lot of nerves going in from a lot of us, and the crowd was incredible. I mean, if I have to think about one match in my training career that I pride myself most in, it was definitely that one. That was probably my biggest match of my life. mean, I don't remember much of the match. It's just all a blur. Like I was just like I knew that I had to win. I knew how important it was. I knew how much I wanted to win. The sheer want just drove me to focus so much that it's all a blur.
We've never done well on this trip. I mean, we've done well, but we've never done really well. We've never played great. It's a long, cold trip, dreary place. We're going to get in late, going to get them up early, try to get them moving. Rochester will be a very hard match.
What was that?
We were put under pressure and we panicked. And some of you absolutely forgot how to play squash in that panic mode. And we just went for ridiculousness. We went for stupid things. We panicked. We lost our character. We lost our composure. As I said to Ziad, when I see a player explode like that on a court, Miled, your behavior on court today, that tells me that you went on the court not expecting as hard a match as you got. And as soon as the guy stood up to you, you freaked out. Guys, you're the number 2 team in the country right now. Only by the luck of God. Do you think someone is going to come in tomorrow and not stand up to you? You mentally have to get to a state of excitation where you're prepared to play like a champion, not like a... And we did not do a good job. Johan, you completely forgot how to play squash out there. Oh, my length and my width wasn't good. Well, maybe the fact that you hit a whole bunch of tins on your drop shot is what got you in trouble. Miled, you're a good squash player. Get out there and play squash. We need you to step up to the plate. We can't count on Wonka to pull magic out of his hat every week, or Karan to play like Sharif Khan out there. We can never lose a match down low, ever. We're not strong enough at the top to throw them away. You're playing 5 tomorrow, and you better go out there and you better grow some between now and tomorrow, because I'm not going to accept anything other than brilliant squash, because I know that's what you're capable of. So go in there tomorrow at 5 and play like a man possessed. You better come out tomorrow ready to play squash. Cornell beat Rochester 6-3. Martin told me it wasn't as close as the score sounds. Cornell saw the score. They cannot sleep tonight. They're so excited. You better come out tomorrow composed and ready to fight. And you better empty the tanks on the court tomorrow. Because anything less than championship performance tomorrow is unacceptable. play without fear. You go for high percentage intelligent shots and you compete. I don't want to see any fear anywhere. Yale gave you a win, but Rochester gave you a lesson. Anyone can knock you off. And yesterday is not acceptable, and the reason is unforgivable. The reason is a lack of mental preparation, a lack of emotional readiness to vanquish everybody. One of you lets down, we don't win nationals. Just one of you. All right? But congratulations, you guys showed some balls today and you sucked it up. Good job. Now go get some rest. We'll see you tomorrow.
No, I don't think so.
I would like to play in the top 9, who wouldn't, you know? But I'm not the type of guy that will start arguing against coach, or I'll get pissed at coach or what he does or what he doesn't do, you know? Because in the end it's his team and we all want to win. And if for some reason he feels that the team is better, is stronger without me in it, then so be it. It's not anyone's fault but mine, you know? It was my fault that I didn't win that match against Rochester, because that's the match that coach's decision was based on, you know?
I'm trying to come up with the perfect placement of the lineup, and the challenge system is the primary system that we use, but some people simply play better against their teammates than they play against other schools. And the only way you can find that out is by having that match get played against other schools. And then you realize that, oh my goodness, there's nobody in the program that's worked harder than Juan Flores. And nobody more passionate about it. He loves his teammates. He's just a brilliant human being, really. You know, we like to joke about him, but when you sit down and talk to that kid, he's a phenomenal human being. So these are tough decisions because these boys try so hard. You know, they work so hard. You've seen it. I mean, this isn't happening everywhere on this campus, and it's not happening everywhere in this country. But sometimes coaches just have to make tough decisions.
Yeah, at first I was bummed, but immediately I just came to my senses and told myself that it's not about me. It's not about me playing 8 or 7. It's about this team. What this team's about, you know, it's about the family. From what I'm seeing, it looks like it's just going short a little too early, like you're not sure what's going on out there. You're the one in charge out there. You go on dead or punch him around the back of the court.
Ponga la bola atrás, bien atrás, y después cuando se salga,
I don't feel like we played today like we're gaining momentum to go to Harvard a week from Tuesday. I don't feel like, you know, we're gaining momentum to go 2 weeks from yesterday to Princeton and play them in their courts on the day where their coach is coaching his last match. I don't feel like that's what we're prepared to do right now. I saw some people disorganized in there. I saw some, I don't feel, we didn't have our number 1 player. We're not there. We're not there by a long shot. And the time to be sweet and kind and nice is over.
Let me answer this. Very cold.
Get some footage yesterday?
Since we have no interest in killing you, everybody on this court.
Oh shit.
Pretend you have a piece of chalk between your feet. Put your hands under your buttocks. And spell out with me what I'm going to spell right now. I will never put myself, get your feet off the ground, ahead, push, of, push, God damn it, my team, T-E-A-M. Put your feet down. What did we just spell?
I will not put myself on a team.
We're a team. We're a team. When you're on the court, you die on the court for your team. And when you go out Saturday night, you make decisions that help the team. We're a team. We will not be Harvard. There. We will not be Princeton. There. If we don't go in as a team. Being a team means more than sending out emails. It means committing your actions to each other until the last ball bounces at the end of the national championships. You have to be careful how you play the highest emotional cards. You can't go there too many times. You got to pick and choose your spots, obviously. I think I told you the story about Mike Krzyzewski. When I was coaching at West Point, I went to one of his practices, and it was the week of the Army-Navy game. And 5 minutes into practice, he went ballistic, yelling and screaming, threw a chair on the floor like Bobby Knight, and threw everybody out of the facility. So that night, I went over to his house, and I said, "What set you off today?" And he said, "Well, I had scheduled this 2 weeks ago." So I knew we needed to kickstart the next push. And we had gone through kind of a disorganized little period where the coaches were asking a lot of the players. I think the players were asking a lot of themselves. And what was happening is we were getting very individualized in our focus. And I just wanted to try to pull everybody back together.
So I had a meeting with the team and told them that we only have 2.5 weeks now until nationals. How can this be the time when we're not focused? This is when we should be the most focused. We had a conversation with the team. We watched a movie from last year when we lost, the documentary by AT&T. And I think since then, it's been a whole different level of focus. We've been very, very focused.
Guys, we're running at.
Has won an unprecedented 252 matches in a row.
We just got to nationals. Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. It's unbelievable. It's like a Super Bowl of squash.
I'll treasure these moments. I'll treasure today, the finals, for sure.
It's okay. You put your heart and soul into this thing, and we fell short. I couldn't be any more proud of you guys. I love this team. Walk out of here with your heads up high. Captains, I love you. Amazing job. And it hurts, and it should hurt, because we went all in. And let's walk out of here with our heads up, and let's go back to Hartford. But I love this team. I couldn't be any more proud of you.
Love the ball, and that's me to step up high and his backhand is very rigid, so when you're going to attack deep, so if you have a volley up and you want to attack deep, attack backhand deep, not forehand.
This is the 5th point. Go in there and fight your balls off and keep the ball out of the middle of the court. Show us what you got. Don't let him get up on top of you. You get up on top of him. Get up there 5-1. Get on top of this guy. And he feeds off of weakness. So just stay strong. Don't let him crawl inside your head. You look out the glass at me all the time. All right? This is far from over.
Do something for the whole team, you know? Incredible feeling, obviously. A little pressure, but I tried as much as I can to also enjoy it, which was coach's advice to me, to release the pressure. Because the more you do so, the more you put pressure on your opponent. And I think it worked pretty well today, really well. I think what he did hurt him more than it hurt me. It just gave me confidence. It showed me that he was inconsistent, he was not stable. So that's all on my side, you know. I appreciated that so much. Try to always outsmart him, not show him that I'm affected by any of his, you know, effort to get into my head. And I think it worked pretty well today.
This doesn't have to be close if you have the courage to stay out there for as long as it takes. All right? Each and every one of you. All day long. You beat this guy. He ruined our party last year. Not today. Yeah, the kid can run. So can you. You have some shots. He doesn't. Let's ruin their party. Come on. We can do this. We didn't schlep down here last night just to roll over to these clowns. Let's take these guys out right now.
That's it,
That's what we like to see. That's a we just beat the defending national champions 6-3. That's a good job. And now we have the second part of the season coming up, the national championships. It'll be even harder. It will be even harder. This will be the hardest one ever to win because all the teams in the top 8 are tough. But we've given ourselves the best seed, which is what this whole season was.
Yeah.
Turn it up, no?
It's as loud as it goes, yeah.
Touch down low!
Thanks to the Lord. The opportunity now.
What happened during the season is something, and what's coming, like starting from tomorrow, is something else. This week,
this is a totally different stage. Last year, for example, we beat Princeton here 7-2, and then we lost in the final 5-4.
I think we're ready for tomorrow. We're not ready for the semis or the finals. If that makes sense. Because what's going to happen is they'll have somewhat of a tough match tomorrow, and they'll adjust. They'll adjust to the courts, to the crowd, to the nervousness of being at Yale for nationals, and that'll make them play better on Saturday.
Find your lane, dominate.
1, 2, 3, set!
Come on, let's do this.
Strong.
Let's go. 2 strong. Okay, clock's on 3. 1, 2, 3, go!
Play 1 Trinity, right on target. Play 1 PL, finish shot.
If you don't learn from history, you repeat it. This one is for Johan. Let's go out there and pump these guys the hell out of here. This one is for Johan. Go get this win for him. You go get this win for him. Let's get this win.
We just beat Yale, and Harvard and Princeton are playing the other semifinal. I think Harvard's going to win, and most likely we'll face them tomorrow morning, so stay tuned.
So now we just have the tradition that we've done every year for as long as most people can remember, except for last year. So we're going to start this tradition again. Everybody, yes. Everybody, yes. That's me. That's her gift. Vargas, Zanazula, Malik, Kotian, El Sharafi, Amada, Mackin, Flores, Lopez, Crane.
Hey, so we're wearing this tomorrow?
So this is what we're wearing for the final.
On the shorts?
No. Shorts. No. We have never. Generally, I think everyone's really excited. That's a good thing. For me personally, I've never been this excited for a national championship final. It's just feels really good just to be able to get that chance to take it back. I know Vikram and Antonio, who lost their senior year, that must have been brutal. But we get a one more chance, which is going to be awesome.
Winning this year would make up for winning freshman year, winning sophomore year. Like, I would absolutely give up both rings so we can win tomorrow.
It's a moment that we've all been waiting for, so yeah, there's always like anxiety and nervousness, but I think being a little nervous it's good, makes you be excited. It's really important to every single person on the team to win, because like I said, we're brothers, all of us. So.
Believe in yourselves and believe in each other. You're ready to play a match today. That's all this is a match today. And all the folklore and all that other stuff, that's for stuff down the road. Today, you have a dual match against Harvard. All right? Mustafa, this kid's good? Ziad, how many battles have you been in your life? This is just another one. Go in, the court's perfect for you. Cheryl's gonna, he's gonna flex, he's gonna push, and you won. You can't punch a ghost. You get in and you get out. You get in and you get out. All right? Johan, this doesn't have to be close today. If you're finding your length and your width, he's going to throw a lot of balls up. Make sure you're moving your feet and volley. V, he'll be much harder today than he was last time. Because last time was too easy. Right, Wonka, he beat you last time, not today. Not today. Yeah, you're tired, so is he. Today is you. Pick your right times to get in there, attack him. Go in and be tough. Stay calm, stay relaxed, and be brave. when it seems worse, and you're down 2-love, and you're down 7-4, be brave. Stick in. Hang in. This is a squash court. It's 28 feet wide. It has a tin on the front. The object's to hit the ball above the tin. This is just squash. That's all it is. If you keep it squash, you'll be fine. Composure. You'll have a coach outside every court. Look in our eyes only. Show composure. That's what champions do. All right? Let's be champions. Let's go.
What? Let's go. Let's go. No, you can do this. Come on. Come on. Do swim. 1, 2, 3, go!
Showing him what you're going to do every time, and you're doing it. Get out of there. Get out of there. Send him to the back.
With 1-2 down, and then Juanca comes on court. I don't think he would have ever pictured being at Yale on Sunday with that much pressure. Went in the first game, lost. He comes out the second game and tells me, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to play. And then I tell him what I think he should do. Then he goes on the second game and he starts losing like 7-3 or 7-4. And then I don't know what happened. Something, I guess, clicked in his mind. And then he started doing the right thing. And he started coming back. He won that second game, 12-10. And then the rest too, he just played with heart. And you could see Brandon was getting flustered and he was getting frustrated. But Juanca was just grinding and grinding and grinding.
Before going on court, I knew I had to just run until I couldn't run anymore because we needed that match. If you ask him, he probably didn't really notice the crowd as much. He would hear what people were saying, but you're so much in the moment and so focused that everything else is just exterior. All you see is shades. That's it.
crowd, you know, completely inspired him, chanting "Ole, Ole" between games. You know, he was on fire. His father was in the crowd from Bogota. His brother's coaching him. That's the stuff of, you know, fairy tales.
I think that match was really a turning point for the overall match.
Going to the fourth game, you know, I just ignored the crowd. I ignored the ref. I ignored everyone. I just focused, you know, on playing my game. And I think winning the clinching point, to me, that was the happiest moment of my life. Just, you know, having everyone going on court afterwards, seeing all my teammates, you know, a lot of them were in tears. Crying out of happiness, you know. It was a great moment. It was an unbelievable moment.
You know, you work hard all year long as a coach, that we don't own the wins and we don't own the losses. The boys do. And as a coach, you do everything in your power to absorb their pain, protect them from things, and try to steer the ship so they can have that magic moment. And it doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't even happen very often. But when it does happen, it's magic. And so for those boys, this will be forever captured in a time capsule. It will always be a part of them. It will give them confidence going forward that it's going to work out okay for me. And I wish we could give more magical moments to more of the boys because they all work so hard. But that day was their day.
So, this is the champion of Trinity College.
About 7 years ago, I had a dream, and that dream was that we were going to lose, and then somehow, someday, some way, we would take it back. It happened today. It's all for you. Thank you so very much.
I don't know what it is. I mean, there's different components, I guess, and I've been trying to ask myself this: what makes this family so special, you know? And I always come back to Coach. Wherever I go, whatever explanations I try to find, I always come back to Coach. I don't know what he has, but he is definitely the driving force of all of us.
We only came, each one came from a different country to find this team, these 20 players from all over the world. So we just stick together all the time. We go to the dining hall, we eat together.
Mackin came off court after losing his match. He was crying and he said, "I'm sorry." He told me as a captain, "I'm so sorry." But all I could tell him was, no, someone's going to stand up for you.
when I played, I was fighting for also Andres and Randy and Vikram and the other guys that were playing, and I didn't want to lose because I didn't want to let them down also, because I knew they were trying their hardest to help me win. And I think by him fostering that kind of family development, that brotherhood that we had, many other schools didn't have it, and it was that like invisible thing, that togetherness, that brotherhood that we had, that made us seem unbeatable.
And the atmosphere that he creates, the bonds that he's molding together, he's really the one keeping all this together, and he makes warriors out of all of us.
There's something going on here, and it's not my creation, but there's something going on here that's different. And you saw it because you followed the team all year. I don't know how to explain it, but it is the mixture of cultures that somehow makes the glue stronger. You know, to have a wacky young freshman like Ziad come in here, who hasn't got a clue, and by mid-year, he's calling kids his brother, and we are a family. And the banners and the hoopla and all of that fade away. But this time in history will be preserved forever.